This video is dedicated to Lillian Beamer, Keon Davis, Forever Wishing I Was Sehun's Vivi, and K-Pop. Thank you guys for commenting and liking my videos the last few weeks, and I hope you like this story as well. Happy holidays! Hey guys, before we jump in, this particular fic is based off of characters from one of the author's previous fanfictions. I have included a link to this story below, but you can enjoy it whether you read it or not, and I don't think it'll confuse anything for you. That being said, it is also a wonderful story that I highly suggest you read at your leisure. If you'd like me to narrate it in the future, please comment below. Okay, that's it. Let's get going. Let's read K-pop fanfic. Holiday Countdown, Week 3. Ho Ho No, Part 1. A BTS fanfiction by Exotic Army 127. Narrated by me, Ren Baek. Happy holidays, and I hope you enjoy. Ugh! You groaned as the sound pierced your ears, practically shaking you awake from your pleasant slumber. Squinting your eyes, you saw your alarm clock blinking 1:23 a.m., your phone doing a little vibrate dance beside it, with white light coming off of it, providing an eerie glow around your bedroom. Glaring up at the ceiling, you told yourself that whoever was calling at this untimely hour was gonna get it. And as you reached for your phone, you glared even more when you saw the caller ID. Pressing the answer button, you hissed, "What in the world, Kim Taehyung? It's the middle of the night." "Hey," he said, and you perked up at his tone, his voice sounding relieved and panicky at the same time. Tae, please come over. We have a problem." Did you have a bad dream again?" you asked, running a hand over your face. You've been friends with Taehyung since kindergarten, and you knew him like second skin. From his hobbies, his personality, down to his deepest, darkest secrets. You also knew about his tendency to have nightmares and not to be able to get to bed unless someone watched over him. And that someone was almost always you, depending if they were staying at the dorm, which you happened to live close by from. "Please," he said, and you frowned at the urgency in his tone. You knew when he was being serious or not, and right now, he sounded dead serious, scared even. It's an emergency. Okay, 911? You asked, as you got up from your bed and grabbed your sweatpants from the chair, then a shirt and coat from your closet. "Is anyone dying?" No. He gulped, not taking your statement as a joke, which is unlike him. No one's dying. "You sound unsure," you said as you put on your shoes, balancing the phone between your ear and your shoulders. "Why do you sound unsure, Tae?" you asked as panic began to bubble in your chest. Are you hurt? Is everyone okay?" "I'm okay," he squeaked. "Oh no," you thought worriedly. How about the others? Is Jungkook okay? Jin oppa? Hosok?" It's worse," Taehyung muttered. "Someone is..." "Yeah, Kim Taehyung, what did you do?" A yell sounded from the background of your conversation, which you recognized as Namjoon's. I didn't do anything!" Taehyung protested, and upon discovering that the others were awake, plus the fact that Taehyung was calling you frantically at this time of the night, you realized just how serious the situation was, and hurriedly went to your car. Are you coming over?" Taehyung asked, the nervousness evident in his tone. "What the hell is happening, Tae?" It's... He sighed. "Just come..." The line was suddenly cut off, followed by several monotonous beeps. Hello? Tae? You called his name over and over again. Kim Taehyung. But he never answered. Tae. And that made you even more worried. You sighed, then stepped on the gas and tried to get to their dorm as quickly as possible. You arrived exactly 15 minutes later, and you bounded up to their apartment, banging on their front door. We're innocent! Someone yelled from inside, and your eyes widened at their weird answer. Yeah, guys! That sounds like little dude, a voice muttered, and you rolled your eyes at the nickname, knowing that it's Yoongi talking. Oh my god. It's me! You called, and someone yelled back, Password! What password? You asked, as you made a face. We need to make sure if you're really you. Hyungs! You whined, not in the mood for their silly games. Yeah, it's her, a voice said, which you recognized as Jin's. How do you know? It's Jin. Oppa, open the damn door! You order, and Jin chuckled. See? She's the only one who calls you guys Hyungs, and I, Oppa. Murmurs followed his reasoning, and you knew they considered it. You heard the lock click open, and footsteps shuffling before the door opened, revealing Taehyung in his white shirt and red shorts. He grabbed your arm and pulled you in almost forcefully, shutting the door behind you. What's going on? A hand clamped down on your mouth, and Taehyung placed his index finger to his lips. Shh! Don't be so loud! You glared at him and bit his hand, causing him to jump back. Ow! He looked at you incredulously, then stared at his hand you had just bitten. Yeah! Oh my god, what the hell is going on? You asked as you looked at the boys huddled around you. They were all in their sleepwears and had bare faces, with their hairs sticking up in different angles. You expected them to look groggy and sleepy, but their eyes and stances were alert. Even Yoongi looked wide awake, though a little annoyed. Well? You asked again, and Jimin nudged Taehyung. What? Tell her what you did. Jimin smirked, and Taehyung gave an exasperated sigh. For the last time, I didn't do anything. Okay. What exactly didn't you do? You asked, before the two could start bickering like the kids they were. Everyone looked at you silently, and you wondered what kind of trouble they've gotten themselves into this time. What the? Your eyes widened as you entered the living room. At first, it was a normal-looking room with a Christmas tree in the middle and several gifts in the corner of the room, which you assumed were from the fans. But as your eyes darted toward the area near the fireplace, what the hell did you do to Santa? Santa Claus was passed out cold by their fireplace, and Taehyung was beginning to regret coming downstairs for a snack. He wasn't sure how it happened, but one moment he was dragging himself out of bed because he had the sudden urge to consume a midnight snack, and the next, he was a suspect of a holiday crime. When he got to the kitchen, he had his head inside the fridge, rummaging for some food when he heard it. A loud yelp, followed by a low thud from the living room. Taehyung looked up in a panic and grabbed a frying pan from the cabinet before walking slowly towards the living room. Upon stepping inside, he felt for the light switch, and once he turned it on, the room was immediately illuminated, and he winced as the light felt almost blinding. When his eyes finally adjusted, Taehyung almost had a heart attack at what he saw. Lying near the fireplace was Santa Claus, with a bag of gifts beside him, laying motionlessly on their living room floor. And that's what happened. Taehyung told you. He had probably told the story 100 times tonight, and the members still looked doubtful. Why wouldn't you believe me? Because you had a frying pan in your hand, and there's a dead Santa Claus on our living room floor, Jimin reasoned. What else are we supposed to think? Taehyung glared at him with a sneer. He's not dead, and I didn't do anything. Ugh, same banana, Jimin exclaimed. And by the look on Taehyung's face, you knew that he was going to retaliate. So before he could, you stepped between your two best friends and said, "Look, guys, just wake the guy up and ask him why." It's not that simple, Hosuk said, looking at the direction of the Santa with a gulp. It is. You sighed exasperatedly. Look. You went over to the unconscious man in red, preparing to wake him. You just have to— Whoa there, Yoongi said, as he held your arm, pulling you back. Namjoon held onto the other and held you back as well. You glanced at each of them like they were crazy. What? You can't, Namjoon explained. We already tried, and he's knocked out cold. Namjoon glanced at Taehyung with a slight glare, who held up his hands in surrender. I didn't do anything. Plus, if you wake him up, who knows what he'll do to us, Yoongi said, looking quite worried. You crossed your arms and faced them. The boys were acting all strange. And by strange, you mean frantic, worried, scared. It was like they knocked out a politician or the queen. You don't know, do you? Jin interjected, and you tilted your head to the side in question. You were about to ask what he meant, just as a door creaking sounded, followed by footsteps on the wooden floors. You looked up and saw Jungkook, half asleep, his hair sticking up, dragging his feet towards where all of you were. He opened an eye, scratching his chest as he whined. What's with all the noise? Miane, Jungkookie, Jimin said. You can go back to sleep. Jungkook looked away from him, his eyes suddenly setting on you. Nuna, he asked in disbelief, with wide eyes. Nuna, what are you doing here? Good morning, Cookie. You gave him a small smile, but before you could say more, his eyes skimmed past you towards the fireplace, towards the ground where the crime lay. Despite having just woken, his eyes went wide as dinner plates as he exclaimed, What's Bang PD Neem doing on the floor? To be continued. Huge thank you goes to Exotic Army 127 and Mayu. Kay Allen is an amazing author and has many more fics I know you'll love. And Mayu provided all of the creepy holiday music for this darker Christmas fic. Please follow all three of us down below. I hope you enjoyed week 3. Would you wear holiday couple sweaters with your bias? Did you like the darker holiday fic? Week 4 will be the second part to this and Christmas with Chenyol. Thank you to everyone who watches my videos. I do this for you, and you guys are the best gift ever. Happy holidays, and I hope I'll see you next time.